All right, welcome everybody to Maumelle Hornets Soccer on Natural State Sports and Maumelle Sports Network. And we appreciate you joining us for this matchup between our Maumelle Hornets and the Pulaski Academy Bruins. We're about a minute and a half away from getting this one underway. And see, after the 7-0 loss by our ladies in game one, see if our boys can come out and have a little better fortunes in this one. Again, joining me on the broadcast is my buddy Jake Hall. Jake, are you ready for another soccer match here in front of us?
I'm ready. I'm hoping these boys can maybe get a little bit of revenge for those girls from last game.
I'm excited. Some familiar names that I would know, obviously. John Brookhagen, he'll be our goalkeeper in this one, I believe. And then Braden Kemp is another name that we would remember from football season and doing a lot of kicking. Carter Polzak is another name that I know from baseball. I don't know if Carter's here, if he's with the baseball team tonight. So looking forward to that. With some familiar names. Thomas Naylor, another familiar name I see out there. So excited to get to watch some of these guys and let them show us those talents out there on the pitch. So looking forward to this one and hopefully a little better results than we saw in our first game between PA and our Lady Hornets. You guys make sure that you're sharing the stream and let the folks know that Hornets Soccer is on Natural State Sports. And again, I know we asked for this during our broadcast of the last broadcast of Hornet basketball, but spring season gets here, and we are always open and looking for donations, any support that we can get from the community to help us continue to support these athletes on the field. We would accept any donations that you guys may want to help us out with. And if you've got a business that wants to advertise, again, we're going to have several opportunities throughout the rest of this season to advertise with Natural State Sports and Maumelle Sports Network. So reach out to us. You can DM us on social media, and we can answer any questions you may have as we are ready for soccer. I know one thing in this one, Jake, that I want to see is I want to see our Hornets be aggressive in this one. We didn't get to see any opportunities for our ladies to get aggressive in the first game.
It seemed like every single time they were about to get aggressive, it just got closed down on them. So hopefully right here, maybe we could see some shots on goal. I mean, I know that's what we want to see.
It's the PA team that as PA does, they've played up in competition. Brookhagen going to clear it and get it back into play here, but get my notes over here in front of me. This is a PA team 2-0-1 here early on in the season. A Hornet team that's 2-0 coming off an 8-1 victory over Maumelle Charter last night.
Just a bad pass. Didn't know where his teammate was right there.
PA 14-2-1 last year, 8-0 in conference play in the 4A. They wins over Robinson and North Little Rock so far this season, ranked by Max Preps as the number 5 team in the state. Max Preps rankings are a little subjective at this point, as I think they only had like 16 teams even shown rankings. So, nice job there by Gage Pullum to try to get opening, and now a fight. Scrum for it there, I guess. That's the right word, right?
I'd say so. You know, after watching these, I've watched some high school soccer games, and it can get pretty aggressive when these teams start banging into each other. It gets pretty heated out there.
It was Cole Clausen that hit the field. Oh.
It's going to be a corner kick from Maumelle. Man, when them Hornet players get over there in that red spot at the top of the field, I almost can't see them with their jerseys.
Still loving the new field. This is pretty new still. Just got put in got installed right in the middle of football season. Cost us a few home games to start the year, so it's good to see our beautiful new field down there on display as well. Now the corner kick is going to make its way all the way to the other corner. Good defense by PA. That'll go out and go to PA.
I like Maumelle keeping the pressure on them, though. Just try to keep that ball on their side of the field as long as you can.
The PA team had an opportunity to play for a state title last year. They unfortunately lost to Robinson in the semifinals, 2-1 in overtime. So nearly 2 defending state champions in this game, with the ladies playing in the earlier one. Ball is going to make its way down the ramp over there, and it did.
Does Brookhaven play basketball too, or is it just football, soccer?
No, just football and soccer.
Just football, soccer.
Yep.
He was impressive there. That last game I got to watch him at Greenbrier. So.
I tell you, we were talking about that off the air, but that's Brookhaven's a guy that I think Coach Horton, if he had it to do all over again, may have tried to put him at linebacker earlier in the year, as good as he played at that linebacker position. Of course, also kicked and played a little bit of tight end for us as well. I know these kids are excited to have our broadcasts. They've been bugging us to try to get some broadcasts for soccer and baseball and softball as well, so we're excited to be able to be out here. My buddy Paxton Compton's been bugging me, when are we going to come out for baseball? An opportunity here as Brookhaven sucks that one up. Kind of throw looks like Brookhaven could probably play some baseball too.
It's going to be PA ball. You know, anything to get these kids some recognition and have them being able to look at their film and stuff, that's just a great thing. And I love supporting it, and I'm glad I could be out here.
Yeah, and that's the goal, and that's our goal at Natural State Sports, is just to give. We've got a decent-sized platform. We're blessed to have a good following. We appreciate everybody that follows us, and you make sure, if you're not subscribed to the NSS YouTube channel, please make sure that you get subscribed over there so you don't miss any of our Maumelle Hornet broadcast here this spring. But that is our goal. We want to be able to highlight as many student athletes across the state. Obviously, our partnership with Maumelle has been great, and we hope to continue that for a long time in the future, and with some bigger things coming in the future for Maumelle and PCSSD in general. But yeah, I'm looking. We're excited to be able to get as much coverage as we can and exposure for these athletes in the state as we can. Good pass.
Ooh,
got an opportunity.
Got past him.
The keeper came out way out to.
I don't think he was expecting it to get past that last line of defense like it did.
My buddy JB Brazil messaged me and said, doing a good job, so I appreciate the kind words. You're too friendly to me, my guy.
How many more home games is soccer going to have this year?
Let me see. We've got a good schedule. Obviously, conference play on its way, and I think I saved that actual schedule, so let me see. I did, so let's see. They'll start conference play on March 29th. Three straight at home. Sylvan Hills, Benton, and Little Rock Christian, 3 straight games at home on the 29th, 31st, and 5th. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total home games left on the schedule, which would be 12 games in total, obviously, but 6 home games left on the schedule here between now and the first part of May. And I think we'll have to look at our schedules. I know we talked a little bit about it before, but I know we've got at least two more soccer broadcasts scheduled. So, and as we continue to fill out our calendar for the rest of the spring schedule, we may be able to add 1 or 2 more in there if the demand is there. So if you guys enjoy us broadcasting these games, we'll be happy to try to do as many as we possibly can.
Hopefully for these players' sake, this cold weather will finally bite the dust, because it seems like, man, we had a week there, or 70s, and then all of a sudden looks like we might even get some snow on Friday.
I know it. I was sitting in the pickup line to pick my son up from school yesterday, and it starts sleeting. I'm like, are we not done with this? Why are we doing this again? I talking to a buddy of mine, Wes Roberts. A lot of y'all may be familiar with the name as he's done some advertising with us on Natural State Sports and Heart of Grace Outdoors. But he's got a fishing tournament that he's trying to decide if he wants to enter this weekend. I said, they can't do it. Uh-oh, we might have an opportunity here. Maumelle's going to get a chance. Oh, just couldn't quite get the shot on goal as the pass was wide, and PL clear it back out. He said of all the weekends to have a big fishing tournament, Trader Bill's is going to be, I think, on Ouachita this weekend, and they're trying to decide if they're going to go down and do the team tournament in 22-degree weather on Saturday morning.
I had actually had plans with my buddy to go fishing on Saturday. I went ahead and called him on Tuesday, said that is canceled. Not going to be out there on 14 degrees. I'm all good with that.
We'd like to do a lot of filming for Heart of Grace and for Wes, and told him, I said, man, I don't have the gear or the want to be out there at 5 in the morning in 22-degree weather trying to ice skate down a boat ramp. I'm good.
It's good clear.
So far, for sure, we've definitely seen more aggression out of the boys, and another opportunity
pass
here on that pass, and another nice stop there by the keeper, though, to keep the Hornets off the scoreboard with 30 minutes left in the first half.
This keeper isn't even letting it get in the box. I mean, he's meeting him right there at the edge of that box.
Let's hope that burns him here before long. Hornets going to get a corner kick. Hard to see from where we are. And we got a whistle. No, now they're going to – there we go. Now they'll throw it in. An opportunity here and a nice save there by the goalkeeper for PA. That was Cole Clausen with the opportunity and the shot on goal. Blue shoes are a nice touch. I like the blue shoes.
Very vibrant out there.
Nearly had another opening for a good pass to get in now. A shot opportunity, a little high. And that one will disappear into the darkness of where the new facilities are going to be.
It's a little too much leg on that one, but it was close. We're seeing some good crisp passes from the Hornets right now, and their passing is definitely looking better than PA's as of right now.
Going to give the Hornets a really good opportunity here eventually, I think. They've had a couple of good looks, but not able to get a couple down there to get an extra pass. I think you're going to have an opportunity here pretty soon, with as well as they've been able to break it and get down there into the openings and have opportunities at shots on goal here. Hornets will throw it in here. It's out on PA. Now PA trying to run it out here, but they're going to run into the defense of the Hornets. Clear. It's it. The Hornets can set something up. PA going to get it out of there.
Ooh. It's probably going to be a penalty on Maumelle if I was going to guess. It is.
So Now we're used to. Now what is penalty? Okay, looks like we were just like a free kick from that area.
So right there, I mean, if you know what a tackle is, if you do a slide tackle or any type of maneuver of you hitting another player, you have to hit the ball first. If your foot hits the ball and then you hit the player and knock them over, as long as you hit the ball first, it is still a legal move. Now, right there, he was behind him, kind of just slung him down from the backside, and without even touching the ball, which would automatically be a penalty, which right there you get a kick, but if you get inside the box, then it's a penalty kick.
Okay. Tackling is not allowed in this form of football. Now, PA a little more the aggressor here the last couple of minutes. Hornets trying to get an opportunity and just about did. Now PA will kick it out of bounds. Hop over here to Facebook, see if I'm missing anything in the comments.
That's a great clear by PA.
See, this explains why I'm no good at soccer or fishing, the two other things we've talked about tonight. My lack of patience would kill me. Like in soccer, you celebrate a good clear because that's the best defense, I guess, to keep it away from this end of the pitch. And so we celebrate good clears and different. I just don't have the patience. I want the action. But, you know, people could say that same argument about the game of baseball. You can get extremely bored if you don't really understand or know the game of baseball. I can see how that would be extremely boring as well. So
absolutely, and what I think that's something about soccer, though, is since it is more of a difficult thing to score, when you see the teamwork that it takes, most of the time it takes like 3-4 passes, and then you finally get a goal. It's pretty impressive to watch when it all unfolds.
We got an opening here for PA. They may get an opportunity here. They will, but Hornets get back defensively. And now a bad kick, going to get a chance and a goal for PA. A great job there by PA just to get that just around the arms of Brookhagen and off the pole and in.
Looks like just a slip of the foot right there, and PA bit him for it.
Great job there is for PA to capitalize on a mistake by the Hornets. Like our C-130s are training a little closer to the stadium tonight than normal. Not sure if I should be concerned about that or not with what's going on in the world. You've got to be tough in that situation. You've been the aggressor pretty much the vast majority of this game, and just one slip of the foot is going to give PA an opportunity to goal, and they capitalize. And in a game where points are, getting goals is at a premium, it might be a tough one.
Seems like both these teams are pretty well off defensively from what I've seen so far, so it's going to be a defensive battle.
Hornets, that clear is going to give them another chance, and that one's wide as Brookhaven knocks it away.
If I was out there on that field tonight, I don't know if I'd be able to get out of bed tomorrow after doing all that running. I don't know if I could handle that.
I can promise you I wouldn't. Thing to a point you made a minute ago, Jake. I was watching that goalkeeper, and he plays way outside the box. He came out almost to the 30-yard line a minute ago to kick a ball away. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know too often how often I've seen watching the little soccer I've watched. I don't remember goalkeepers coming that far out of the box.
It's a play style, and I'd say it's a pretty good play style. I don't know about coming out to the 30. That's a little much.
See if Maumelle can get this being played back on their side of the pitch a little bit, as it's been played on the other side the majority of the last at least 10 minutes here. It is Carter Polzak down there with the nice flowing locks and the great blue shoes. So I continue to watch, though. What I can't stop thinking about is how many times, forget being able to get up in the morning. I don't know that I'd be able to walk off this field by the time it was over with, because I'd have 2 broken ankles and a shin, and that'd be my luck.
See, football is an aggressive sport, but I mean, if you watch these guys, I mean, soccer, it is aggressive. I mean, it's just the incidental contact to just and swinging these legs around is with full force like that. I mean, it can definitely put a hurting on your legs, that's for sure.
I can imagine. Another chance here is Brookhaven going to have to go run that one down. Give our cameraman, I know some of our views have been a little off, but give our cameraman, Matt Rush, a lot of credit. He is braving this cold weather. And unlike all these players down there on the pitch that get to run around the whole time and stay warm, poor Matt's hanging out up here in the wind tunnel of our camera deck. And I promise you, he's probably not as cold as we were at that baseball game last April, but he is bundled up and doing work over there for us on the camera deck, and we appreciate Matt tonight.
Since about 10 o'clock, it feels like it's probably dropped about 15, 20 degrees on him. So,
you know, we did last year we waited really late before we finally did a couple of spring games, and we did a baseball doubleheader last season that was probably one of the coldest, it's definitely coldest I've ever been at a baseball game without a doubt. And we were inside the little press box, which we were fortunate. But I think it was, I don't know, Will may remember, but I think it was in the 40s that day at least, with a wind with wind that was at least 25 miles an hour the whole game. My poor wife was on our third base camera, and I thought she was going to freeze to death. And poor Matt had to go hide in my truck because we were using my truck as the camera stand in center field.
Oh, that's rough.
And he was up tall up in the back of the truck, and I felt so bad. Those poor guys froze their butts off for that entire that 2 games, doubleheader broadcast. And unfortunately, our Hornets got beat pretty handily in those 2 games, which made it even less fun.
A loss is never fun, but I couldn't imagine being in that tundra.
Will correct me if I'm wrong, but was that not the night that we got beat by Benton like 22-2 or something like that? Yeah. It was a rough night.
Yeah, that sounds like a rough night. Honestly, maybe it might have been a little bit better. Honestly, maybe they did a run rule or something to kind of cut the innings down.
It felt like I don't think they actually hit the run rule limit until we were already at the end of the game, if I remember it properly. I don't remember the game actually getting to end early because it took so long. I think the last couple innings of that game were like the longest ever. It was a rough night. So we're hoping for much warmer weather once we get out to the baseball fields here in a couple of weeks.
I'm hoping this is the last week of the winter. I'm hoping.
I say that, but like I said, last year we waited. It was the very last games of the season, so you're talking late April, early May probably. And we picked the one day that a cold front came through, and we froze. It was a bad idea. I was watching the weather earlier. It looks like next week's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And you get spring break the week after that, so see if the weather sticks good for us for spring break. My wife has decided to go to New York for spring break, so good luck with that.
Are you going to be taking that trip with her?
I will be here in Arkansas for that week. I'll let her have her girls' trip all to herself for that one.
I hear that. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend has a trip planned herself, a girl trip. I'm pretty sure they'll be going to Nashville, I think, for spring break.
Nashville's a lot of fun, too. I'm sure New York's plenty of fun. I'm just not a New York guy.
That is not a city I've been to yet. I've been to Nashville. I've never been to New York. But, I mean, it looks like a place I'd like to go at least once in my life.
I like to think that, but I don't know. Oh. See, I'd have just fell out. I'd have been done. I'm done. I wouldn't be playing anymore. Oh. Is he okay? Yeah, he's up. A little limp. That was rough.
Oh, another one of those shots where I don't know if you're getting up from.
I think that was Corbin Turner. I'm trying to see. It was Corbin Turner who sliding right into the railing of the stands.
They are flying low tonight.
They are. Our crowd mic's on extra loud for that one. Got to see Brookhaven make a few kicks like that during football season, the other football. And again, we're about 15 minutes into this where PA has been a little more the aggressor ever since that slip on that play down on our end and gave PA a easy shot on goal. Since that point, PA's been the aggressor for the most part. And the Hornets got an opportunity. Maybe we can get down here and play some offense. The goalkeeper coming out again. Gets it out and trying to get it in quickly as it was an unguarded net, but unfortunately couldn't do anything with it. Now PA will clear it. Ooh. Chance, a couple good moves. Oh, and a good play there. That was number 5, Caleb Paler for PA, who denied the Hornets' opportunity of Luke Gustafson for the shot on goal. That one will make its way harmlessly out of play as Brookhaven chases it down. It's interesting to hear some of the things our crowd mic picks up.
I was just thinking that. I was listening to what they were saying out there.
Nothing like what our mics pick up when we're courtside at basketball games, but you know.
I couldn't imagine what the mics are picking up courtside on basketball games. Well, I guess I could imagine.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't have to imagine. That was fun. I can't say thanks to our friend Lisa George with Remax Elite for making that happen for us during basketball season and getting us courtside. That was a lot of fun. We were spoiled last season during the pandemic of being able to be courtside for our first ever season of broadcasting Hornet basketball, and got to open up the home slate this year and get to be courtside once again thanks to Lisa, and it was a blast being courtside. I think up until that, the Hornets got a chance. Let's see if we can get a shot on goal.
It's a good pass.
There's the shot, and going to be saved by the PA goalkeeper. You know, I told my buddy JB Brazil when we were talking, I said, I think we've created a bit of an advantage because initially we had set up our broadcast position right next to the visitors' bench. And so your coaches for the visitors had to be a little mindful of how they spoke and how they acted, and they would coach from a different spot just because we were there. I remember the game with Hall, their coach was, you could hear everything he said across our broadcast. And so unfortunately, after the whole Parkview incident, we got moved to our home side. And from that point on, and then poor Coach Shook and our coaches had to figure out how to coach a little differently, I think. I think it created a bit of an advantage for us at home. It was just that extra little piece of think about what you say and how you do things because you don't want the mic to pick up the wrong stuff.
There's definitely a different way of coaching when you're having to pay attention to what you're saying, for sure.
Oh, nice job here.
Pass.
And a goal for the Hornets.
That was a great pass.
Pass from Cole Clausen as Corbin Turner gets the goal for the Hornets.
See, right there is one of those plays. You just saw it. It almost looked like there was 5 passes in a row that all just led up to that one great shot from him.
Will doing a great job with the replay here, and a good job as we see Corbin Turner get the shot. So would that be considered an assist in the game of soccer?
Yes.
The pass from Cole Clausen inside, the assist to Corbin Turner. Good teamwork there by the Hornets to tie this one up at 1. Gonna have to work on my excitement of my goal calls, though.
See, I was wondering if you were gonna give the old Spanish goal or not. I was gonna see what you had planned. Ooh, tough collision right there.
Good clear. This may give the Hornets an opportunity, though. Try to get it up ahead with Corbin Turner out there again, but the goalie going to suck this one up.
Little trip of that back heel right there.
So 8:40 left here before we have a intermission. I got a feeling we're going to play 80 minutes in this one. I don't think we'll get any breaks. No halving of the time in the second half of this one. It doesn't look like we're going to have a battle all the way to the end, I think.
I don't expect one. This game these teams seem to be pretty evenly matched so far. They're playing great.
Not doing too bad on total numbers watching. We again appreciate everybody joining us. Maumelle Hornet soccer here on Natural State Sports and Maumelle Sports Network. Again, if you guys have a business that you'd like to do some advertising with, please let us know, as we are looking to try to get a few sponsors here for our spring season, and also as we get prepared for next football season as well. So, again, I think should have in total, counting doubleheaders, 6 softball games. I believe we've got 7 baseball games, and then there'll be 4 more soccer matches, counting boys and girls games, here left to do for the spring, with the opportunity to maybe add a few more broadcasts in there if the dates will align for us. So, again, if you guys want an opportunity, nice job by Brookhagen.
It's a great save. Seems like it looked like his arms grew right there just to catch that ball.
And if he doesn't get it, you've got a PA player who was running for a header that would have been an easy goal if Brookhagen doesn't snatch that one away. Let us know, so we can put the Cash App or Venmo information if you want to just give us a donate. If you want to donate to Natural State Sports, we do have those options. And of course, again, if you have a business that would like to advertise on our broadcast, please let us know. We'd love to have you as part of the Natural State Sports, Maumelle Sports Network families. Hornets may get another chance here. The 2-on-1 as PA gets back, and they're going to be able to thwart that attempt, but another opportunity here. Hornets playing the aggressor right now. Nice play there to knock that one away by the Bruins. A chance here for Cole Clausen. Oh, and they had a look. A good play by PA.
That was a great interception on that pass.
Oh, good pass again here, but again, another chance off the leg of the goalkeeper and wide. Hornets going to try to chase it down. And an extra pass, and now PA trying to clear it, and they will kick it out of bounds and try to reset here with 5:15 to go. QB1, Weston Pierce on the stream. Good to see you, Weston. So Weston out here getting a few throws in. What we got here? It's always great to get to see the athletes from the other sports supporting their buddies out here. Another collision there as both went for the header. Weston, good job of supporting all his buddies and other fellow athletes. He had to watch the Parkview game from the parking lot because it was a full house and they wouldn't let him in.
Really?
We were at the Parkview's place for the final game of the regular season, basketball, and he messaged me and said, I'm having to watch from the parking lot. They won't let me in.
Man, that's too bad. You never like to see that.
It was good for our viewership numbers, but it was also, that was one heck of an atmosphere there in Parkview for that ball game.
You've had a few good atmospheres for basketball this season. From what I've seen,
we've had a lot of fun this year. It was really great to obviously Get to have fans in the stands again. You know, we got to see the huge crowd during Hooping for Hoodies when North Little Rock came to town, and that was a really exciting one. A fight for it over here in the corner. The Hornets going to win that fight, not getting a chance. Oh, the pass was wide, and will allow PA to clear it. I tell you, I don't know that a crowd, though, as good of crowds as we've had all year, and really probably the most electric one was, I think, that Parkview game, just because of, you know, how good a game it was. But probably one of the best atmospheres that I've seen this season. I know it may be recency bias, but I know Will watched the game with me too. But that Magnolia Little Rock Mills game, and that place was absolutely rocking down there in Magnolia. That was a heck of an atmosphere. If you haven't seen the video of Darian Ford's final shot that was the winner, man, that place just went crazy. Uh-oh, they're going to have an opportunity here, and they can try it. Good defense, though, as PA clogged up the box and not allow the Hornets to get a chance.
You can see these guys seems like they're getting a little bit tired, and when you start getting tired, you can see maybe a little bit more pushing and shoving.
Oh, great pass and a shot, and couldn't get in. A great save by the PA goalkeeper.
Whew, that was close.
I thought for sure Cole Clausen was going to have a goal there.
It looked like he was about to go right over his head, but somehow he got a fingertip on it.
I said, that was Polzak that had an opportunity there. I made that mistake with them blue shoes and flowing locks. So a minute and a half left here until we get our stoppage for halftime. Let's see if Hornets can get the lead here. Polzak throws it in. Hornets will try to set up again here offensively. Instead, PA going to clear it. Now PA going to get a chance. Way wide on that one as it bounces off of the play clock. 40 seconds left here in the first half.
See if we can't make a little magic happen right here. 20 seconds left on the clock.
They got a chance. Is trying to run ahead, but out of bounds. Had a look for Turner. Couldn't quite get it to him. And that'll do it, as that is halftime here from Hornets Stadium. And after a half of play, we're all knotted up at 1 here in this one. And so we're going to take a break, about a 10-minute break. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back with more Hornet soccer on Natural State Sports. All right, we are back here at Hornet Stadium. Sorry, I was on your cord. All right, we're back here at Hornet Stadium for more Hornet soccer on Natural State Sports and Maumelle Sports Network. Start the second half here, 1-1, all tied up after a half of play, and a little break, and now we'll see what the Hornets can do going the other direction.
Now, I'm not positive with soccer rules, especially with non-conference play, but I'm guessing since it's non-conference, if the time it clicks to 0 and they're still tied, is that game?
I'm assuming so because PA has a tie. I think they tied Conway in their last game.
Okay.
And so they're 2-0-1 with that tie against Conway. So I would assume that it would just be over, much like a football postseason or football, a non-conference football game. You don't play overtime typically. So get things started here as the clock starts to tick, and PA lost it out of bounds.
Maumelle already on their side of the field.
Decent group with us here to start the second half. Again, say thanks to everybody for joining us. And saw my buddy Josh Tripp offering some of his assistance as well. So I'll definitely be reaching out if we need any other additional assistance on these broadcasts for sure. Long shot off the uprights and no good. Official wants to check that ball. That ball doesn't have enough air. Tom Brady got a hold of that one. I'm no longer allowed to talk bad about Tom Brady now that there's rumors of him going to end up in San Francisco. So I'm going to be nice until that rumor goes away.
I wasn't even sure that you were a San Francisco fan until I saw when they were in the playoffs. I saw you on Twitter. They looked like we were on the same team again.
Yeah, I have been a Niners fan since I was about, 7, 8 years old.
Oh, I know we'll both be rooting for Trey Lance next year then, at least, if Tom Brady doesn't end up there.
Yeah, with the move today, I got a feeling that Garoppolo is going to end up in Indy.
See, I was thinking either Indianapolis or Pittsburgh. I could see Pittsburgh trying to make a move on him, but I don't know. They might try to go for Kenny Pickett in the draft. I'm not sure, though.
Still wouldn't be a bad plan to go after him for that stopgap for a year. If he can stay healthy, he's a quality quarterback.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. I was talking to a buddy about that today, too, just what I think they're going to do. And I said, well, I don't think Wentz is going to get moved, and so I think that's out. And then 5 minutes after we hang up the phone, Wentz gets traded to Washington. That one's going to go out. Hornets definitely are wanting to be the aggressor and be on that end of the pitch, but so far PA's done a good job of playing defense, keeping it on this end.
PA's doing a good job matching their aggression, which is kind of keeping the ball within these two 20-yard line markers. Now they're going to get a chance here to play on the aggressive end. It's quickly trying to go the other way with it is the Hornets. Good pass.
It's Anthony Paz who takes the shot. Easy save there for the PA goalkeeper. Here's a question I have. Maybe somebody watching. Maybe you have the answer to this. Who gets to choose the tops that the goalkeepers wear?
That honestly I have no clue.
Because I'll say this. The goalkeepers in this game are much cooler dressed than our goalkeepers in the girls' game. Those were kind of boring. These are bright and fun.
Well, I always knew that it's a standout color for sure. Just so the officials know.
On our girls, theirs was just kind of a boring orange, but these are some nice bright yellows and black accent. You didn't know you were going to get a fashion show.
Well, see, I was wondering I'm guessing this. I wonder if every goalie has to wear. Is this just like a per game thing, or is this the uniform, the tops that the goalies wear in the whole entire state?
I don't know. That's what because theirs matched, and I don't remember the ones on the last one matching. They may have. I didn't even pay much attention. I didn't get to look at the PA girls goalkeeper much because we didn't shoot much on that end.
I was about to say, my head was looking over there to the left for that one half that I was here.
Oh, good job here. Hornets going to get a chance and going to be taken away, unfortunately, here for PA. Our goalie will clear it back out. Raul Trejo says coaches or the keeper choices usually on who gets what they get to wear. So. That one will make its way out of play. So this is what I love about our fan base, though. You know, they're always willing to help us out and give us some pointers and tell us what we missed. I know during basketball season, you know, in our first inaugural basketball season we ever did, I struggled with names. It was so bad. Like, I was the guy calling Nico Davalier, and every other name you could think of except for Davier. And I struggled with Carl Daughtery for the longest time. And our comment section is always good to let us know, help us out with those things. So we appreciate all you guys who watch us and join us for these broadcasts. And we're just excited to continue to be able to bring Hornet athletics to the forefront here in the state of Arkansas. It's been a lot of fun.
It seems like there's some pretty good support for all these sporting teams here in Maumelle, and it's a good thing to see. It's always great to have these teams with fans that support them.
Good job by Brookhagen to avoid an easy goal there for PA. You're right. We've had great fan support. The response by the Hornet Nation and Hornet fans across Maumelle and really across the state, we've got fans from all over. I know the Johnny Bruce show, Brookhagen, he'll be watching all the way, I'm assuming, from Las Vegas here for this match. So excited to have that, and we've been blessed with the support we've gotten from each and every one of you guys. So again, we thank you, and we hope that this is something we can continue to do for a long time to come. As these high school streams and broadcasts have become a big deal here over the last couple of years, and just kind of brought to the forefront with the pandemic. And we've been blessed to have a lot of our highlights used on different organizations, and it's kind of cool. Last night we were, I don't know if anybody got to watch, Channel 7 did their full court awards last night, and even though we didn't have a Maumelle Hornet nominated for a full court award, although I think that my buddy Carl Daughtery, even Colby Garland, one of those guys may have had an opportunity to be nominated, but we still got to see our video being used, our highlight video for Riley Marshall being nominated. We got to see our video being up there for that, so it was pretty cool.
Well, that is always cool to see you guys getting recognized, because I'm pretty sure I don't think that was the first time I had seen you guys make KATV or KARK. Well, one of those two stations was talking about you. A clip, used one of y'all's clips from a basketball game. What was it, like 2-3 weeks ago?
The Parkview game, yeah. Carl's game tying shot at the buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I've got to make a goal of ensuring that a soccer highlight gets on there. So probably going to have to break out the big-time goal celebration before we're done with the next couple games.
You set the bar for expectations very high for yourself now.
Once we make it on ESPN, that may be it. I'm done. Raul asked if we're still going to be doing the Arkansas Punishers home game stream. So there's been some unfortunate situation with that, as they are not the district would not approve their request to play here on our field. So we're not going to have those obviously here because there won't be no games here. That last week's game was canceled because of that decision, and so Brookhaven lets that one go around the net. So they will be playing this Saturday. That game will be played at Mountain Pine High School. I don't know that that's actually been released publicly. Chris, I'm sorry if I broke the news if you're watching. And I wasn't supposed to, but they have a home game scheduled for Saturday night, and we are going to look in to see if it's going to be a possibility for us to be able to still broadcast that game. If so, then yes, we will have Arkansas Punisher football right here on Natural State Sports, and we're excited about that. That was a fun partnership last season, and we're excited to be able to do it again this year. And so hopefully that is all worked out, and we'll have the ability to be able to broadcast that game this Saturday. If not, they'll be back on a home field here in Arkansas in April, and we'll be for sure with that game. So maybe late in the game to be able to get that game broadcast. But we're hoping to be able to Saturday night at 7:30 or 7 o'clock, I believe. But stay with us. If you're not following us on follow us, the easiest place to find it, if you're following us on Facebook, follow Natural State Sports on Facebook, and we'll have the announcements for those Punishers games here probably within the next 24 hours or so as to whether or not we'll have that broadcast.
I'm hoping that you guys can get the broadcast because you guys have a pretty good reach around Central Arkansas and a lot of eyes on that film. So I'm hoping you guys can at least get the broadcast.
Biggest question, I don't think we'll have any issues getting it. It's just whether or not we have the technology and the internet there, which a little more rural area. We know we wouldn't have had issues here, but a little more rural area can make it difficult. But we survived that game at Whitehall working off of a hot spot in the stands that we never thought would work. But I think we can – oh, what a collision. And that ball is going to disappear into the dark. Hope that doesn't make it into one of the alligator-infested ponds over there. You won't see that ball again. Opportunity here as Brookhaven gets another save. What a good pass. Let's see if the Hornets can capitalize here. And there's the shot off the head of the goalie and out of bounds. A nice save there for PA.
That was a good effort on a really tough shot right there.
Trying to see the number on that. I think that was Shaw, number 12. I'm going to be headed out of there by PA. And now the Hornets trying to set up another one. Nice pass. And offsides, yeah. Comment section filling up a little bit. Again, thanks guys for watching. We enjoy interacting in the comments from time to time, so feel free to play along in the comments. handball.
Yeah.
That went off the hand of Cole Howard.
Ooh.
Got a chance again here as the Hornets to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end of the pitch here.
Keep in possession right here. Maybe they might get a shot out of it.
After now watching this second almost full soccer game, I am understanding why soccer has the most concussions of any sport in America.
Absolutely. Not only from incidental contact with players, but that ball moving so fast. I mean, it could smack you right in the head. I think we saw somebody get smacked in the head earlier.
Oh wow, that answers my question. I didn't realize. So Carter Paulzak, that's why I was curious if he was going to be here with the baseball game tonight. But apparently he played the entire varsity baseball game and then came over here for the soccer game.
Wow.
Look at you go, Carter. Like I said, I knew the name from baseball season last year because that was one of those names where I was being coached in the comments as to how to get the name properly pronounced. And so pretty cool there. I want to say thanks to Maumelle, to the Booster Club, for letting us know that. That's pretty cool. So wish I had just a bit of his energy. I would agree. Makes me wonder what color his baseball cleats are, though.
I don't know if he would go just as bright in baseball as he's got right here.
I wouldn't think so. The Hornets trying to get possession here and set up on the other end again. Avoid the tie. 22 minutes left in this one.
See if he can get there.
And he did. Oh. Couldn't quite control the pass, and that'll go out. He did, no.
Goal kick. I thought it was still on the line when he touched it right there, but referee signals out of bounds.
Just thinking about this a minute ago, we sometimes get a little hyped up when it comes to bad calls, whether it's in basketball and football, and there's certain people that may not like us getting as hyped up as we do. I can promise you during soccer, you'll never hear me say anything bad about an official because I don't know the rules. I don't know if it's a bad or a good call. I'm just watching.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, though. it might be a good thing.
That's probably. I can think of a few people that are like, it's a good thing. On that note, though, I will say it is, was reading a story the other day in Oklahoma. It's no secret. There's a massive shortage and issue with officials at the high school level across not just the state of Arkansas, but really across the landscape of high school sports. And there's a multitude of reasons for those issues. I mean, whether it be fans, whether it be officials, whether it be whatever, coaches, everybody has their opinion on why officials have such a hard job. But the fact of the matter is we need more officials. And whether it's more pay that'll get more folks interested. We've got a lot of older retiring officials and not any younger officials to kind of take up that gap and fill that space. But I was reading a story out of Oklahoma, and Oklahoma high school may have to go to a Thursday through Saturday varsity football schedule this fall in order to be able to have officials for every game. They're going to have to move games out of Friday nights and play them on Thursdays and Saturdays in order to have enough officials to get through an entire season.
I was very unaware of this shortage that's going on. That can impact a lot of things at the high school level for sure.
For sure. It's a big need, and if you have any interest, I mean, if you like the game, if you like sports, you enjoy the game, and get out and apply to be an official. They're in high demand right now, and I know there's some talks about trying to get a little better pay per game. I don't know what they make. I know it's not a lot, but we need it. We need as many more officials as we can get in this state, and I don't think there's any secret that we need to find a few better officials than some of the ones we have for football and basketball right now. So wouldn't hurt. If you love the game and you want to get involved somehow, that's a way that you can get involved and make a difference in high school sports across the state of Arkansas.
Way to get in front of that pass right there.
So 19 minutes to go here. There's Paul Zach. Oh, oof. Turner shaking that one off as he took a shot. Uh-oh. So he had the speed to get out in front of it. He won't.
No call right there.
Big thing. I mean, this half's really been played between the 20s for the most part.
They tightened up on defense, that's for sure. There was a lot more shots on goal in that first half from both teams, and now it seems like they've tightened up a lot.
It's a good job to get possession here. Nice move there. Another good move, but couldn't quite control it. PA trying to kick it out. Hornets going to get an opportunity, though. Shot inside. Got a look here for Turner, and he missed it. He missed on the kick. And save it. Nice move here as Corbin Turner. Is it inside? Another opportunity, and going to be saved by the PA goalkeeper.
That's another spot that I don't want to ever find myself in, as a goalkeeper laying on the ball, about to get a boot right to the face.
He was about to eat some baby blue there. Polzak would have completed the follow-through on that kick. Conversation there between our official and a couple of Pulaski Academy players. Now 16:26 left here. Fight for this one as Polzak gets it up ahead. Oh, Polzak was trying to flash ahead and cut off by PA. Olzak was trying to get behind the defense there. Waiting on a PA player to tie his shoe. Now we're ready. Well, Turner's going to get ahead of everybody. Stop there for PA. Thomas Naylor will.
He let it go out of bounds.
Holzak trying to get somebody in position here. Now throw it down towards the net. Oh, and it got squirted through, but the Hornets weren't in position.
Number 7, Cole Clausen. Is that, yep. Man, he is all over the place. He's just flying around on defense.
Uh-oh, that gets past Brookhagen, and an easy goal there for PA, and that's just a tough mistake there.
It's just a miscommunication right there, I think.
PA has got 2 goals in this game, and both of them have been cheap. The missed clear-out kick, and then right there, Brookhagen, like you said, a little miscommunication. Now 2-1, PA leads it. Nice to get a win over PA here on this field. I don't know that it's ever happened in any sport. I don't know, maybe we've beat them in soccer before, but we won't get to see them on the football field ever again. Not that I'm too disappointed by that. Hornets maybe to play a little desperation mode here as that shot on goal is knocked away by the PA goalie. Oof. Now we're going to be kicked away out of bounds. Yeah, last time we saw a PA team on this field was not a great night for our Hornet football team.
Every time I see that PA football team, they look like they play like a 7A team, but they are not in 7A.
No, but they get to make that move to 6A next year, and we don't have to deal with them anymore. The crazy part's going to be when the new basketball alignments get released here in the next couple of weeks after the finals this weekend. People are going to be a little surprised at where some of these schools are going to end up. Craziest thing, I think the craziest piece of it all is because of the multipliers and the state championship stuff and points from that. We got a chance and couldn't quite get the pass, but Little Rock Christian is actually, they're moving up to 6A in football next year along with Pulaski Academy, but then in basketball, their girls are headed to 6A, but their boys are headed to 4A.
That's strange. And why is that, you said?
Well, a lot of that, you have multipliers that deal with, the point system, which handles the championships and how many times they've played for a championship. It makes a difference because of that multiplier with the attendance things in private schools. basically the way it works out is because they've not been successful in basketball, but they've been ultra successful in girls basketball and not in boys basketball. The girls team, because of that, the points way that points thing works out, they have to move up along with. That's why football is moving up as well, because they've competed for so many state titles and been in the playoffs so many times, whereas basketball has not. And so basketball, even though they've been really good, this was a think about it. You think about the surprise of Little Rock Christian in basketball. I mean, this year you had Creed Williamson, Corliss's oldest son. You had the younger blocker, whose older brother, who was there last year, went out to Sunrise Academy and has become a 5-star recruit over there. So they've had a ton of talent at Little Rock Christian on the boys' side to have not had as much success as you would have anticipated they'd have.
I think you could make the argument that the PA football team might have needed to move up a little bit sooner than what they did.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if they get enough success in 6A to have to be moved to 7A here in the next reclass.
Seems like the Hornets had it on their end for a long time, and finally the Bruins are getting a little help and giving them a little help on their goalkeeper.
I wonder if maybe that's just some tired legs at this point. Still early in the season, obviously. Hornets going to get a chance here, but PA going to defend it well and keep the Hornets from an opportunity. Shot on goal. And kick it out of bounds. But under 10 minutes left in this one. A bit of desperation mode here for the Hornets to try to get a tying score. Oh, and a dangerous move there by the goalie as Paulzak was there to try to get the header. He just couldn't get there in time. Had a nice influx of additional people watching on YouTube. Either we just found the soccer match or somebody just figured out we're broadcasting something. I think all the support we've gotten from folks around the state, outside the state, or on Natural State Sports. That's out of bounds.
No, I know everybody knew you guys did football and basketball, but I hope everybody knows that you are not just a two-sport team now. You guys are definitely getting out there.
Baseball's a lot of fun. I love the game of baseball. It's what I grew up playing. I can sit and talk baseball for a while. I'm really, really looking forward to doing our first baseball broadcast. So much so that I'm almost willing to go do our game at Jacksonville there next week, but we'll see if we can get that worked out. But yeah, football and basketball are not our only sports we're going to broadcast. So if it's a high school sport in the state, we'll do our best to try to cover it, even if it's just a camera going back and forth. I think at one point last year somebody asked us to do wrestling. I'm not sure how I would be able to do that.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
And it is interesting. I come from a family that my family, my mom's side of the family lives in Illinois. So an opportunity as the goalie comes again way out. Lost it. PA's going to clear it. But all my mom's side of the family lives in Illinois, and my uncle was a big-time wrestler, junior Olympic world champion wrestler. And I guess if I'd have hung around with him enough, I know a lot about wrestling, but that's just not a sport that happens here. Until here recently, it's really caught on. 7 minutes. Now you can kind of start hearing the fans feel the pressure as well as they're getting a little louder down there. Couldn't quite complete that pass. We are 6.5 away here, and the Hornets are to get aggressive to get a goal here to tie this thing up. Say if this game ends up 2-1, the Hornets are going to look back at this film and be a little frustrated because those 2 goals for PA are pretty cheap, pretty tough goals there to give up.
Just a good thing, I guess, is get all these cheap goals and mistakes out in non-conference play.
No doubt, because you start conference play in earnest pretty quickly here. So.
No.
Yeah, this is your last tune-up as conference play will start on March 15th at Jacksonville. Boy, that looked like a good angle, and PA cut it off.
PA's doing a good job disrupting their passing lanes right now, doing a lot better than what they were doing in the first half, that's for sure.
4.5 now left. See what they do here with the free kick. A little deep, out of bounds.
Could be a goal kick. See, that's something that always kind of frustrated me with the game is when something like this happens, if it's the other team's ball, they can take basically as long as they want kicking this ball, you know what I mean, setting everything up and retrieving the ball, doing whatever they have to do.
It's kind of the equivalent in this situation of going stall ball in basketball.
Yes.
And going 4 corners, you're just going to hang out and, another whistle here. Should be another free kick for the Hornets, I think. We'll get the free kick, 3:25 left. Hornets will try to organize something to try to get a look here and get a goal. And nearly able to head that one in, just wide of the net.
You know, with Brookhagen's height, I almost want to take him out of the goal and try to get him up there close to that goal and those kicks like that. Or especially with 2 minutes left or 3 minutes left as it is, and the pressure's kind of building.
Stoppage here with 3:04. PA trying to clear it out. Now they will succeed in clearing it. And it'll go out of bounds over the fence. Brookhagen will retrieve the extra ball. We continue on here with 2:40 and clock running. All I'm asking for is one exciting opportunity, one chance at a shot on goal here with this final 2 minutes. A fight for it as they battle over on the sideline and out of bounds. If you guys have enjoyed the stream, please let us know. If we can do something better, let us know that as well, as we are always constantly trying to improve. And as I've said from the beginning of the girls one, I am very limited on my soccer knowledge. I want to say thanks to Jake for coming in and at least giving us some decent soccer knowledge in this one, and actually sounding like he knows what he's talking about.
I do. I'm trying to do my best over here. I know my way around the soccer ball. That's for sure. I just the broadcasting thing is a little new to me.
Trust me, we're both learning in this one because this is all new to me. You're doing a great job. Did you get a lot of great feedback after the Greenbrier game? All your buddies give you a hard time after that?
Oh, I got some great feedback. Man, it seemed like everybody I knew heard about it, I guess, somehow through the grapevine. And so I was getting a lot of good jobs and attaboys for about a month after that.
Hopefully we'll have you on a lot more broadcasts going forward, not just soccer, but some opportunities, like I said. We look at the last minute here of this one. Let's see if the Hornets can get a pressure kick here at the end. We're trying to fight for it. We're going to whistle. 40 seconds to go as PA is going to get a free kick, and it may do it. Don't be in no hurry to kick this. That one got away. The Hornets save it in 20 seconds to try to get it downfield here.
See if make some magic happen.
It's not going to happen, as Brookhagen going to have to get a save. Now he'll get a chance to kick it away. 7 seconds, down to 5, and that should just about do it, and it will, I believe. Oh, that'll do it as the final whistle blows, and that is it here for this matchup between the Maumelle Hornets and the Pulaski Academy Bruins. The Hornets played well. A couple of mistakes in the box hurt them tonight, and they're going to lose this one 2-1 to the Pulaski Academy Bruins. Jake, I know we talked about it, but how do you feel like how things go for you in your first soccer broadcast?
First soccer broadcast, honestly, better than I expected. That's for sure. I know my way around the sport, and so I know what I can talk about and all that, but I just didn't really know how the color commentary thing was gonna go for soccer. But I mean, I'm glad to be up here. This game was very exciting. I'm sure that you enjoyed it too. I'm sad that the Maumelle have made just a few little mistakes right there, and it really bit them. It's not very often that you see mistakes that just bite you that bad.
Well, a good tune-up for the Hornets to get ready for conference play as it begins in earnest next week on the 15th against Jacksonville. So, this was fun. I'm not, like I said, this is my first. When we did the soccer game last year, we only did video. We didn't do any commentary. And so I'll be honest, about as nervous as I've been about doing a broadcast because I had no idea. So, again, we appreciate everybody that joined us for this one. And we had a good group in the comments. So I want to say thanks to everybody. And, again, if you guys want to help us out, I know Will's been running the scroll there for donations, as well as if you own a business that would like to broadcast on any of our or would like to advertise on any of our upcoming broadcasts. We've got several. I'll be putting out some stuff tomorrow or Friday as soon as I can as far as what our spring schedule is going to look like. So we'd love to have you on as an advertising partner, so just let us know. But I think that's going to do it for us. Great job by Matt braving the cold. I'm going to try to get us signed off here quickly so he can get into the warmth. Will, good job there on the production. Jake, great job here tonight with me, and I appreciate you joining on with us on short notice.
Absolutely. Look forward to doing some more games with you.
All right. For Natural State Sports and Maumelle Sports Network, I am Steve Henson. You guys make sure you join us on Monday for Hornets Live from American Pie Pizza, and then we'll be back with more Hornets soccer, baseball, and softball here this spring on Natural State Sports.